Shocking video of an 18-wheeler engulfed in flames. What caused the big rig to catch fire and how is the man recovering? That was inside next. Plus, feel the burn. The summer heat is back in full force. How long can we expect these triple-digit temperatures to stick around? We have your weekend forecast coming up. And if you're still recovering from the hailstorm, well, you're not alone. But just how soon should you file your claim? Why one agent says to take your time. Straight ahead.
Live from the most watched station in West Texas, you're watching CBS 7 News, the breaking news and weather authority. CBS 7 News at 4:30 starts now.
Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us at 4:30. I'm Alexa Dunson. An extremely hot day today across West Texas. Here's a live look outside in Fort Stockton. You can see some clouds there across the skies. Today we reached up to 106 so far. Just not okay. How long can we expect to see these triple digits stick around? Let's send things over to Tom for a check of the weather.
This CBS 7 weather segment is brought to you by the CBS 7 Weather Authority.
Well, heat advisories are in effect for this triple-digit heat. It is trying to spark up a thunderstorm or two, but a lot less activity than what we have been seeing the last couple of afternoons. Some isolated thunder showers are west of Ira Ann, across southern portions of Pecos County too, and just southwest of Marathon. We're looking at some of that activity. Now we are having heat advisories in effect through 9 o'clock tonight, covering most areas of the Permian Basin, southeast New Mexico, the Trans-Pecos, into the Davis Mountain areas, the Big Bend, and the Presidio Valley. So you really want to limit your time outside in the direct sunlight and stay hydrated by drinking plenty of water out there. Let's take a look at those temperatures across the areas. We are seeing everybody really looking at triple digits. We're up to 109 in Pecos and Monahans right now, 106 out at the Midland National Air and Spaceport, and over towards the city of Midland to Odessa at 105, 103 in Big Spring. And the heat continues down across even the mountain areas. Look at Fort Davis Alpine up to 102 this afternoon, 99 now in Marfa, and we're looking at 110 plus for Terlingua. In the lower elevations of Big Bend National Park as Rio Grande Village is up to 111 degrees at the present time. So we are going to see those temperatures remain rather hot through the early part of the evening. Going to have to wait till after 10 o'clock to even get out of the 90s as we're going to see generally clear skies. Any isolated shower thunderstorm activity looks to stay off to the south for the time being. But all this may change with a cool front coming up late in the weekend, but it does look like a hot start to your Father's Day weekend. We're going to talk a little bit more about that as we get to look at the forecast even in the next week here in just a few minutes.
Thanks, Tom. Let's take it live right now to CBS 7's Mackenzie Hinkle. She's joining us from downtown Midland with things you need to know while being out in the heat this weekend. Hey, Mackenzie.
If you've driven down Big Spring Street, you've probably seen this marquee sign that's outside of the Commercial State Bank. Today it says that it's a whopping 109, and if you've walked outside, you've definitely felt every degree of this heat. When you're out and about with your family and kids, make sure to stay hydrated. But I want to let you know the signs of a heat stroke that you and your family may not know what to look for. The Mayo Clinic says to look for cool skin with goosebumps, heavy sweating, dizziness, nausea, and headaches. But always follow your instincts, especially with kids, because they may not know when to stop pushing themselves in this heat. But when in doubt, move to a cooler place. Reporting live in Midland, Mackenzie Hinkle, CBS 7 News.
All new at 4:30, some good news for Presidio. The Shafter Mine Project near the city may be reopening. According to the Arcana Corporation, an exploration drill program will begin this year at the Shafter Mine. The company is also looking into the cost of bringing the entire project back, including reopening the underground mine. If reopened, this could be an economy booster for Presidio and the surrounding towns. Midland firefighters are still working to determine the cause of that unfinished house fire. A Midland fire official says there's now no threat to the public. A large plume of black smoke filled the air around 7 yesterday evening in the 3000 block of Racket Club. Crews worked well into the night to get it under control. The investigation is still ongoing. A Florida driver is counting his blessings after his 18-wheeler burst into flames late last night near Goldsmith. You're looking at Goldsmith firefighters working to put it out last night. 52-year-old Henry Moston was fast asleep in his truck when he says he woke up to the smell of smoke. He immediately grabbed his fire extinguisher and jumped out of the cab. He tells CBS 7 once he was out, he noticed the engine was on fire and ran over to try and put it out, but it was too late. His entire vehicle became engulfed in flames. Goldsmith volunteer firefighters say electrical issues may have caused the engine to overheat. While there's still no final tally, some insurance agents say this could be the most expensive storm damage in West Texas history. The owner of Chris Way Insurance says they had more than 500 calls before lunch just yesterday alone. Ray tells CBS 7 this is the busiest his office has been in 10 years.
This is probably a once-in-a-century storm that we had. I've never seen anything like it. I've talked to tons of people this morning that have lived here all their life, and they've never seen anything like it.
Ray adds many residents panicked after baseball-sized hail broke out car and house windows and seriously damaged many roofs. But if you can, take your time filing a claim as it is still severe weather season. Most companies give you a year to file. A West Texas elected official gets 2 years for public lewdness. Taylor County Commissioner William Bradley Burcham has pleaded guilty to the misdemeanor count. Authorities say he is accused of groping a female sheriff's deputy at a fundraising event in February. He is also fined $1,500 and must do 100 hours of community service. He's required to take sex harassment prevention classes and must serve 2 years of probation. A kitten is in stable condition after getting bitten by a rattlesnake in Odessa. A woman who lives on West 39th tells CBS 7 she called law enforcement after her kitten was bit by a rattlesnake in her backyard today. The homeowner says she was able to kill the rattlesnake with a shovel after it bit her pet cat named Stitch. According to the homeowner, the male kitten is on an IV at the vet and is in stable condition. CBS 7 has received at least 2 reports of rattlesnake sightings in the area today. Renowned artist Herb Williams is displaying his work right here in the Permian Basin. Williams is best known for his sculptures built out of hundreds of individual Crayola crayons. His artwork holds records with Ripley's and Guinness, and his sculptures have been seen in hospitals, corporate lobbies, museums, and even the White House. This summer, Williams will work with students in Odessa to create an outdoor sculpture, which will be a piece of public art. The exhibit is on display at the Ellen Noel Art Museum. The Boys and Girls Club of Odessa took a group of kids to the Trailblazer Museum earlier today, which is part of the UTPB STEM Academy. The museum teaches them about aerodynamics, astrophysics, and energy. It gives them a look at professions they might not otherwise have been exposed to. Program Director Judith Johnson says it's just one of many hands-on opportunities for kids at the Boys and Girls Clubs in Odessa this summer.
During the summer program, of course, it does provide these kids something to do rather than being at home. It's actually an all-day program from 8 to 5:30, so they're able to be there. They do lots of field trips to get the kids out of the, into the community.
The summer program costs about $40. You can register your child by contacting the Boys and Girls Club. The number is 337-8389. Also happening this weekend, the Odessa Farmers Market opens tomorrow from 9 a.m. until noon. The Farmers Market is located at the corner of 2nd and Allegheny, just south of MCH. Be sure to go out and enjoy shopping for fresh fruits and veggies, local honey, jams and jellies, and much more. While you're there, you can also enjoy some live music and, of course, those yummy food trucks. Happening now, West Texans are out celebrating Juneteenth. There's currently an event going on at Woodson Park in Odessa. The Black Cultural Council of Odessa has organized a 3-day celebration with a variety of activities for the whole family, including a parade. Tonight's celebrations last until 11:30, so there's still plenty of time for you to get out there and enjoy those. And over in Midland, there's also a full weekend of events, kicking off with Rap Fest tonight at 7 p.m. There's a parade and a step show tomorrow. For a full list of events and more information, just head on over to our website, cbs7.com. Coming up on CBS 7 News at 4:30, it's an alarming new trend in Texas. A new report shows the Lone Star State has some of the highest tuberculosis rates. How you can beat the spread of the disease next. And here's a look at today's oil report. You're watching CBS 7 News at 4:30. Texas has some of the highest rates of TB, but now there's a new community-based effort. It's underway to tackle the disease. Charlie Cooper explains what the new strategy is to stop the spread of the disease for good.
It's a silent and potentially deadly bacteria spread through the air with one cough or a sneeze.
Tuberculosis doesn't discriminate. As long as you're breathing, you're still capable of contracting tuberculosis.
The airborne infection takes over the lungs and can show no symptoms for years. About a third of the world's population is infected, according to the World Health Organization, with more than 1,300 of those cases found in Texas. The state health department has partnered with San Antonio Metro Health District and other organizations to dead the spread.
We're targeting upwards of 3,500 individuals per year.
In Bexar County, health professionals are screening 4 times a week, targeting high-risk populations like the homeless, diabetics, and those with AIDS. All medications, x-rays, and follow-up care is provided at no charge to the patient.
They're collected and brought to the laboratory here where they're set up for processing.
Results can come in as soon as 24 to 48 hours. If they come out positive, patients are taken into a clinic that specializes in TB treatment to be cured before it hits the disease state.
To help protect yourself from TB, experts suggest using a face mask when in the presence of those with the infection and not to spend a long time with them if you can help it. Less teens are vaping. A new government survey shows the number of middle and high school students currently using tobacco products has dropped from 2015 to 2016. Researchers credit the decline of fewer teens using e-cigarettes. Your trending news is up next, but first let's send things over to Tom for a check.
Well, one thing's for sure, it is hot out there. Heat advisories are up, telling people to limit your time outside, not only this afternoon, but also coming up on Saturday afternoon, as we're seeing temperatures into triple-digit territory in many locations, all the way up to 109 right now in Pecos and Monahans, 106 so far out of the Midland International Air and Spaceport, up to 108 in Fort Stockton, and up to 110 Terlingua, Lajitas, 111. Lower elevations there, Big Bend National Park, about Rio Grande Village, and 103 over towards the Dryden area. So as we move into the forecast overnight tonight, expecting those temperatures to be a very mild overnight tonight, only into the mid to lower 70s. You have to get out here in the Pecos River Valley, Alpine, to cool off into the upper 60s under clear skies, and look at the wicked heat tomorrow. Again, make sure that air conditioner is working as we're seeing those temperatures. They stay very hot tomorrow afternoon, but some relief on Father's Day as a cool front moves into the area, may drop temperatures down for the start of next week too. We'll be right back right after this.
This sweet pup, as well as an upcoming event y'all have. Thanks for being here, Christy.
Yes, ma'am. I'm excited to be here.
So first, let's talk about Dixie. Tell us a little bit about her.
Dixie is a 1.5-year Chiweenie. Yeah, she's a Dachshund and little wiener dog. Dachshund Chihuahua mix. So she's only 1.5 years, so she's pretty good. She's not food aggressive or anything like that. She's only 7 pounds. So you can pick her up and hold her and cuddle her.
Yeah,
everything like that.
The best kind of pup.
Right.
I have to say, they've been here for about an hour now. I haven't heard a little peep. She's so great. So what kind of family would you suggest adopting Dixie?
Definitely less people who have children with less energy or dogs with less energy. She does get along very, very well with other dogs, but you know, if you have one of those bigger dogs, she's very energetic. Just because she's so small, it might be better to actually bring your dog to PetSmart to have a little meet and greet, so they can kind of get to know each other and things like that. So
maybe not a family with small children.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
And if someone is interested, Dixie is available. I'm very tempted, but my husband would not be happy with me. But she would be great for a family home. So how can they adopt Dixie if they're interested?
Well, she will be at PetSmart until tomorrow, I believe, on the 250 loop. You can go to PetSmart, or you can go to midlandhumane.com. That's the website, or go to Facebook. The Facebook page is the best way too.
Perfect. And let's talk about, y'all have an upcoming hot dog run, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so tell us a little bit about this.
Yes, so the hot dog run, it's going to be a 5K run, and then they also have a 1K walk if you don't want to run. So registration, it's going to be on the 24th of this month. Registration is at 7 o'clock, or if you don't feel like getting there that early, you can register online and then show up at 8. So that's when the 5K will start, and then 1K starts after that.
And you can bring your puppies with you?
Yes. Oh yeah, bring your puppy to go on the run with you or the walk, and then we'll have a microchipping clinic where they can get their shots and everything like that. And we'll have bounce houses for the little ones, and Texas Roadhouse is actually providing breakfast. So
awesome.
Come hungry.
Definitely. All right. Thank you so much for being here.
Yes, ma'am.
Stick with us. We're back after this. Tom, it is so hot out there.
It is wickedly hot out there, and it's not going to get much better for your Saturday. Let's take a look at that 7-day forecast once again. Father's Day weekend is going to start off extremely hot. We might get a little bit of relief coming up with a cool front and a northeast wind on Sunday, so it may drop us out of the triple digits at least for a couple of days. But today so far, 106 tomorrow, shooting for about 108 degrees. Best thing to do is stay indoors by the air conditioning, out in direct sunlight, stay hydrated.
Yep, drink lots of water. Thanks, Tom. CBS 7 News at 5 is up next, but first, here's Krista Escamilla with today's Mom's Everyday Minute.
Hi, I'm Krista Escamilla. Welcome to Mom's Everyday Minute.